Hi children, good morning. This is Madhukar. I am your chess coach. Today we will learn about king and its movement. King is the most important piece in the chess game. King has game point in the chess game. King moves one step in all the direction. King and rook has a special move called castling. This is the only time the king can move in two steps. There are two types of castling, king side castling and queen side castling. Piece notation of king is denoted by capital letter K. King captures the same way as it moves regularly. King cannot be moved to the square where the opponent piece is controlling. King cannot give check to the opponent king. King cannot capture the piece which is protected by other piece. If king is checkmated, the game is over. Now we will see how the king is placed in the chessboard initially. White king has to be placed in E1 square, that is dark square. White king has to be placed in dark square. Black king has to be placed in white square, that is in E8 square. Now we will see how the king moves. We will take the example of white king which is placed in F4 square. This king which is placed in F4 square can move to F5. The notation for this move is KF5. It can also move to E5. The notation is KE5. It can also move to E4, that is KE4. This king which is in F4 can move to E3, that is KE3. It can also move to F3. The notation for this move is KF3. It can also move to G3. The notation what we have to write is KG3. It can also move to G4, that is KG4. This king can also move to G5, that is KG5. So this king which is placed in F4 square can move one step in all the direction. That is, it can move to any of these 8 squares. Let us take another example of black king which is placed in E6 square, black knight in D6, white pawn in F6 and white bishop in D3. This king which is in E6 can move to F7. The notation for this move is KF7. It can also move to E7. The notation for this move is KE7. It can move to D7, that is KD7. It cannot move to D6 because black's own knight is placed in that square. It can move to D5, that is KD5. It can move to E5. The notation for this move is KE5. It cannot move to F5 because white bishop is controlling that square. If it moves to that square, white bishop can capture the king and the game gets over. So black loses and white wins. So the king cannot move to that square where the opponent piece is controlling. The king which is in E6 can capture the pawn which is in F6. We know for capturing we have to add x to the notation for that move. So the notation what we have to write is k into F6. So this king which is in E6 can move to 6 squares except the squares where black one knight is placed and the square where the white bishop is controlling. King and rook has a special move called castling. Let's see what it is. Before that, let's understand the two sides of board. The sides where the files A to D is displayed are called queen side of the board because D1 and D8 are the squares where the white and black queens are placed. The side where the files E to H is displayed is called king side of the board because E1 and E8 are the squares where the white and black kings are placed. How to do castling, children? When there is no pieces between king and rook, you can do castling. There are other rules when you can't do castling. I will explain you when I take up the class on castling separately. For time being, you remember when there is no pieces in between king and rook, you can do castling. Now we will see king side castling for white. When king is in E1 and rook is in H1, we can do castling. How to do kingside castling, children? Here, king will move 2 steps towards right and rook will move 2 steps towards left. Or you can just remember king will move 2 steps towards rook and rook will move 2 steps towards king. This is how we have to do castling, children. For kingside castling, the notation is O-O. Now we will see how to do queenside castling. Here, king will move 2 steps towards left and rook will move 3 steps towards right. Or you can just remember king will move 2 steps towards rook and rook will move 3 steps towards king. This is how we have to do queenside castling. For queenside castling, the notation is O-O-O. There are 3 O's. If it is confusing, just remember king will move 2 steps for both king side and queen side castling. Similarly, for black kingside castling, king will move 2 steps towards rook and rook will move 2 steps towards king. This is how we have to do kingside castling for black. For queenside castling for black is king will move 2 steps towards rook and rook will move 3 steps towards king. This is how we have to do queenside castling for black. Now we will see how the king captures the piece. King captures the piece the same way as it moves. We will take this example where white king is placed in e1 and black knight is placed in d2. King captures any piece which is next to it, but make sure it is not protected by other piece. Here king can capture the knight. That is k e1 is cutting n d2 piece. For capturing we have to add x symbol into the notation. So the notation is k into n or k into nd2. Now we will see another example where black king is placed in e8 and white rook is placed in d7. Here king can capture the rook which is next to it. Here there is no protection for rook. So you can easily capture the rook. So k e8 can cut r d7 piece. For capturing we have to add x symbol to the notation. So the notation would be k into r or k into r d7. Let's take an example of when the king can't capture the piece. Here white king is in e1, black knight is in d2 and rook is protecting that knight in d5. So when any piece is protecting the piece, king can't capture it because if it captures, king get captured by the protecting piece. So the game gets over. Now we will see what is check. When king is attacked by any piece and king can easily protect himself by blocking the check or moving the king is called check. Now let us take an example of check. Here white king is in g1 and black rook is in b1 giving a check to king. Here king can easily escape to f2, g2 or h2. Here this movement of black rook is called check. For check we have to add plus symbol to the notation. So the notation of the rook's move is RB1 plus. Now we will see what is checkmate. When king is attacked by any piece and king can't protect himself by blocking the check or moving himself is called checkmate. In this case, king's movement is blocked by the pawns in f2, g2 and h2. Now the rook gives the check to the king from b1. There is no movement for king and check cannot be blocked by any other white piece. So this move of rook is called checkmate. Now king can't move, so the game gets over. Here black wins and white loses the game. For checkmate, we have to add symbol to the notation. So the notation for this rook's move is RB1. Now we will see the summary of king, what we have learned so far. White king is arranged in black square, that is in E1 position. Black king is arranged in white square, that is in E8 position. King is the most important piece in the chess game. King as a game point in the chess game. King moves one step in all the direction. King and rook as a special move called castling. It is the only time king can move two steps. There are two types of castling, king side castling and queen side castling. Piece notation of king is denoted by capital letter K. King captures the same way as it moves regularly. King cannot be moved to the square where opponent piece is controlling. King cannot give check to the opponent king. King cannot capture the piece which is protected by other piece. If king is checkmated, the game gets over. Thank you children. Keep practicing it and have a wonderful day.